We're continuing our extended conversation with Congressman Eric Swalwell, Democrat of California. So you've talked a lot about Russia, but you've also become known for your position on guns, and you're one of the very few Democrats, I think, who's been honest about that. You say that the U.S. government ought to ban a certain species of rifle. You wrote a piece about this. This is not a secret view you have. You wrote it in USA Today, and you say this: we should ban possession of military-style semi-automatic assault weapons. We should buy back such weapons from all who choose to abide by the law, and we should criminally prosecute any who choose to defy it by keeping their weapons. So we should confiscate this entire class of firearms. What do you think would happen if the federal government tried to do that?
Well, Tucker, did you read the op-ed?
I did. I just quoted from it extensively.
Yeah, I'm not calling for a confiscation. What I'm saying is we should invest in a buyback, that we should restrict any weapons that aren't bought back to gun clubs, hunting clubs, shooting ranges, keep them there where it's safe and not on our streets. And if you were caught, just like if you were caught, with drugs or anything else, if they had probable cause to go into your home and you had one of these weapons, yeah, you'd be prosecuted. I've never suggested sending troops out.
I'm going to quote an old
collecting,
friend of mine called Eric Swalwell. He's a congressman from California on the Intel Committee. Can you get back in the screen, please? I'm just going to quote once again. And we should buy back those weapons, and I'm quoting, criminally prosecute any who refuse to choose to defy it by keeping their weapons. So you're going to prosecute people who don't give up their weapons. That's gun confiscation.
If they're caught with them, yeah. We're not sending troops. We're not sending troops door to door.
So, but what do you think? What do you think would happen? I mean, do you think, because of course the overwhelming majority of those people are law-abiding, have committed no crime, have no plans to commit a crime, you would instantly turn them into felons. Do you think that you would have a civil war? Are you worried about that?
What do you think will happen if we do nothing? You think more kids will be killed?
I'm not. You
think more concerts will be shut up? More churches will lose parishioners? I'm not
arguing on behalf of doing nothing. I'm critiquing your very specific suggestion for what we. And you're a lawmaker, so this is meaningful what you said.
And I trust the American people are law-abiding, that their weapons could be bought back or keep them at a gun club. You don't have to give it up.
But what if you want to keep them in your home and you've done nothing wrong, you haven't hurt anybody, and now you just made them into felons?
Yeah, no, there's no troop roundup here, Tucker.
No, but you just made them into felons. You just said that in the piece. Look, I'm not making this up, but you wrote that. So what do you think, like, if I'm a gun owner and I have one of the weapons that you say should be banned, and I don't feel like bringing it to a gun club, I feel like keeping it in my bedroom closet.
I don't think you're giving the American people enough credit that they'd be law-abiding and that they would
obey you. Well, or else they'd be criminally prosecuted.
No, I'm suggesting we have a conversation in Congress and pass a ban like this. They would be obeying the law.
Would you apply, as written by you?
Yeah, it would have to be passed by
Would you apply these standards to yourself and your fellow members of Congress?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
not cops, though. I don't think cops should be outgunned.
So your bodyguards could have any kind of guns?
I don't have bodyguards, Tucker.
Yes, you do. I was there today.
No,
you have many bodyguards.
I don't have bodyguards.
There today.
I don't personally have bodyguards.
Oh, but you're surrounded by them.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by bodyguards that I pay for, and
they're police officers. They're sworn. They're trained.
They're there to protect you. They're
and they
your
shouldn't be outgunned. And that's the problem. I have two brothers who are cops.
Hold on.
My dad was a cop. They're outgunned right now.
But your bodyguards would get to have any kind of gun they want to protect you, but I wouldn't have.
I don't want them to protect me. I want them to protect the people who are getting shot up in the schools.
But that's not. No, Capitol Police exists to protect you.
No, this isn't about Capitol Police.
Well, no, but it is, though.
It's about the kids who are dying, Tucker.
It's about me
in
and
their
my
schools. They're afraid to go to school tomorrow. They hear a book drop.
No, but hold on.
They think a shooter's walking into the classroom. Don't they deserve to be protected?
They do, and
so let's protect them.
Amen.
But why do you need an AR-15?
I don't know why you need
to protect
one.
Your house.
You have them in your building where you work.
Police officers.
No, your bodyguards.
Don't denigrate the cops.
I'm not denigrating them.
They work hard.
I'm glad they're there.
They shouldn't be outgunned, and they're outgunned right now.
But wait a second.
I went to the funeral for 4 police officers who were killed by an assault weapon.
You don't actually care more than I do. We care the same. So it's not a question of who cares.
Do you think cops should have guns?
I think that your bodyguards should have the same guns that I have to protect my family.
They're America's bodyguards, Tucker.
They're not. They're yours.
Don't denigrate them like that.
I'm not denigrating them.
They work too
really,
hard.
Can they come to my house and protect my wife while I'm at work?
If you call the police, yeah.
Oh, but can I have a Capitol Hill? When you go to work, they hang out and protect you.
They're protecting the constituents.
No, they're protecting you, actually.
I don't have.
So why not? But hold on. Why shouldn't my wife have the same firearm at home that your bodyguards use to protect you? Is that fair or is that unfair? Why is it unfair?
That's a ridiculous argument.
Oh, why?
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous? Because you're more important than me?
No, I don't. You are trying to confuse the issue. No, I'm asking a sincere
question. Why should you get to protect yourself?
Our cops should not be outgunned.
No,
period.
I'm talking not our cops.
Our military shouldn't be outgunned.
No, your cops,
period.
Capitol Hill Police, have Why don't we just limit them to the same gun I can have at home?
Why can't we have a real conversation about this?
This is a real conversation. Why is it nonsense? You're putting your life above my family.
You're calling cops bodyguards, and that's disrespectful to them.
I'm not calling all cops
Police Week was last week. They were all here in town honoring the fallen, and you're calling them bodyguards.
No, I'm calling your
bodyguards. My dad was a cop. He's not a bodyguard.
No.
He protects people. And that's ridiculous.
Do members of Congress have bodyguards? I notice whenever I see...
You're calling a cop a bodyguard, man? That is so disrespectful.
They are.
No.
And
they're
the
sworn police officers.
pays for them.
They
I was in the Capitol
and your
today.
Kids.
No, they're in your
and
office.
Our families.
Can I get the same in my office?
They shouldn't be outgunned.
Taxpayers can pay for it?
They shouldn't be outgunned. They're outgunned today.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I walk down the hallway in front of your office, you have officers there paid for by taxpayers. Great guys. I'm not attacking them, obviously, and I think they watch this channel. Thank you for that. They're not at all. I'm merely saying that you have better protection than I do. And you're saying that my family doesn't deserve to have a certain species of weapon. You get to decide what we can protect ourselves with, but you're not going to in any way take the ability to protect you away from the Capitol Hill Police.
I'm saying that every police officer in America today is outgunned. For their safety and for the safety of the people they protect, we shouldn't have assault weapons.
Right. You just don't want to apply the rules to yourself. I get it. I wouldn't either. You know what I mean? I care about protecting my family.
Well, let's protect the kids first. That seems like the first place to start.
My house. I agree. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure.